Hey, and welcome to this installation guide. In this video, I will show you how to download and install any of the Elias Wick products, including assets, asset packs, and plugins for both Unreal Engine and the Unreal Editor for Fortnite, which I'll refer to as UEFN for the rest of this video. You can find links to a written installation guide in the video description. You will also find timestamps there so you can jump straight to the section you need, along with links to our website, products, FAQ, and contact page if you have any questions. This guide will not cover how to use our products. Documentation on how to use the products can be found on each individual product page. In the first part of this video, I will cover the installation from Fab, then Gumroad, and then finally how to install products in UEFN. The installation process is very simple, and even if you have no prior experience with Unreal Engine or UEFN, you should be able to install our products after following this video or the written guide. I'll be using Windows 11 to demonstrate the installation process, but the steps are the same for both Mac and Linux systems. To download our products, visit 𝗟𝗛𝗡𝗏.com and navigate to the products page from the top navigation menu. On the products page, you can easily search and sort through all the products to find exactly what you're looking for. You can also subscribe to receive important updates, so you stay informed about releases, major changes, and anything you should be aware of. At the top, you'll find our featured products, each with a preview video that plays on hover. The rest of the page showcases all of our other free and paid products. When you find something that looks interesting, you can click on it to get more detailed information. Each product page contains all the necessary information you need to help you quickly understand what the product offers and whether it's right for you. On the product page, you will find a product overview, images, videos, links to tutorials and documentation, product details like performance impact, compatibility, release notes, included files, and more. You will also find user reviews and a dedicated FAQ section that covers questions that we have received about the product. Most of our product pages also include comparison images that lets you preview the before and after results of our post-processed materials. And for those developing for UEFN, you can go under the details section and make sure that the UEFN tag can be found under the compatibility section before purchase or download. Before you press the buy button, take note of the product type in the sidebar. The installation process differs between assets and plugins. Continue watching this video to see how each type is installed. If you install the product incorrectly, the worst that's going to happen is that it won't show up in your project. When you press the Buy Now button, you get prompted with a screen asking if you want to get the product on Fab or Gumroad. You receive the exact same product and support on both Fab and Gumroad. The differences mainly involve installation, payment processors, VAT handling, refund flow, and the end-user license agreement, since each platform has its own system. We use both platforms to give you more flexibility in your purchase. When clicking Buy on Fab, you'll get taken to the product page on the Fab platform. Select the correct license for your project, then press Buy Now and go through the checkout process. Once the purchase has been completed, we can begin installing it to your project. You can install your assets or asset packs to your Unreal Engine projects from the Epic Games Launcher Fab window or from the Fab window inside of your Unreal Engine project. To install the product from the Epic Games Launcher, press the Fab button, then click My Library, and then locate the product you purchased. Click on the product card, and then press the Add to Project button. If you've already created an Unreal Engine project, select it here and then press the Add to Project button. When you now open up your project, you can see that the product appears in your content browser and the installation has been completed successfully. To install the product inside of Unreal Engine, which is the method I prefer, open your project and then go to Window and click Fab. Click My Library and then locate the product you purchased. And then click the product card, and then you want to press the Add to Project button. When you do, the product will download in the background and you can see the download progress in the bottom right section. Once it's complete, you can find the product inside of the content browser. To install plugins, it's mostly the same process. I recommend doing it from the Epic Games Launcher, but you can also do it from within your Unreal Engine project. If you install the product from the Epic Games Launcher, you'll only have to restart the editor once. In the Epic Games Launcher, go to Fab, then locate your plugin, and in my case, I'll be installing our IP Protect plugin. Press the product card, and then select Install Plugin. It is rather difficult to see, but you can actually click the engine version numbers to select which engine version you want the plugin to be installed to. If you install the plugin for 5.7, this means that all of your projects using the engine version 5.7 can enable the plugin without you having to install it per project basis. After the plugin has been installed, you often get a pop-up in the bottom right-hand section when you open the editor. This says new plugins are available, and if you press the Manage Plugins button, you open up the Plugins window. If this message doesn't show up for you, you can open the Plugins menu under Edit, then Plugins. All you have to do now is to find the plugin, and then click the checkbox to enable it. This will prompt you to restart the editor. After you press the Restart Now button and the editor has restarted, the plugin is available and you can start using it. To install products for Gumroad, press the Buy on Gumroad button to navigate to the Gumroad product page. Then click Buy this, and fill out your details and press the Pay button. You then get direct access to the product and can download the product files immediately. You can press the Download button to download the files, and if there are multiple files with different engine versions, pick the one that is the closest to your current engine version. If you're using UEFN, download the files with the name suffix UEFN. If the product is a plugin, download the plugin files for your engine version. For instance, if you're using Unreal Engine 5.7, download the ipprotect 5.7 files. To install the Gumroad assets and asset packs to Unreal Engine, open the project directory of your project. This can be done quickly in the Epic Games launcher by selecting Unreal Engine, Library, then right-clicking your project and selecting Show in Folder. Then you want to locate your downloaded product files and then either unzip the files or double-click to open the zipped product folder. Then drag the downloaded content folder into the root of your project folder. It's important that you don't drag the content folder into the content folder. You can ensure that the product has been installed correctly if all the contents of the downloaded content folder have been added to your project's content folder. You have to install the product files this way in order for them to show up in Unreal Engine. Don't put the files in a subdirectory, install the products just like I have shown. If you want to move the product to a different folder, you want to do so from within Unreal Engine using the content browser. To verify that the product has been installed correctly, start your project and notice that the product files appear in your content browser. To install plugins, you have two different options. You can either install the plugin for your specific project, or you can install it for the entire engine version. To install it for a specific project, you want to open the project folder, like I've shown before, by right-clicking on your project in the Epic Games launcher, and then selecting Show in Folder. In here, you want to now create a new folder called Plugins. Then you want to locate your downloaded plugin, and either unzip the files, or double-click to open up the zipped plugin folder, and then you want to drag the files into the plugins folder. It's important that you don't drag the entire zipped file into the plugins folder. To install the plugin for the entire engine, you want to locate the engine folder. It's typically under C, Program Files, Epic Games, and in here you want to select your engine version. Then you want to click the engine folder, and then add the plugin to the plugins folder. If you've installed a plugin using Fab, you can then find your installed plugins under Plugins and Marketplace. When the plugin has been installed, you want to open up your Unreal Engine project, then go to Edit, Plugins, and then locate the plugin. All you have to do now is to click the checkbox to enable it, and this will prompt you to restart the editor. After you press the Restart Now button and the editor has restarted, the plugin is enabled and you can start using it. The following part of this video will showcase how to install assets and asset packs for UEFN. Keep in mind that UEFN doesn't support code plugins. If you purchase a product from Gumroad, it's very simple to install. You want to open the Unreal Editor for Fortnite, then right-click your project and then click Show in Explorer. Then simply locate your downloaded product files, then either unzip the files or double-click to open the zipped product folder, then drag the content folder into your root project folder. It's again important that you don't drag the content folder into the content folder. You can ensure that the product has been installed correctly if the contents of the downloaded content folder has been added to your project's content folder. At the time of this video recording, Fab on UEFN does not allow you to download the product files we provide directly. This means that you will have to download our product files to an Unreal Engine project like we have shown before. Then you can move the files from your Unreal Engine project into the UEFN project. We suggest using the latest Unreal Engine version when doing this. When the Fab product has been imported to UEFN, you may sometimes have to recompile the materials in order for them to work properly. This means opening up the materials, disconnecting one node, applying the changes, then connecting it back up again and applying and saving it. In some cases, the material instances won't work out of the box either. To fix this, simply double-click to open the material instance, and then add the material as a parent. You can also remove the material instance, and right-click the material, and then select Create Material Instance. We have been in contact with the Fab team to see if they can fix and improve these current limitations, so that you don't have to recompile the shaders and that everything will work as soon as the files have been added. To delete or remove a product from your project, simply select it in the content browser, then right-click and press Delete. To delete a plugin, press the Installed Plugins button in the Epic Games Launcher under Unreal Engine and Library. Then remove the plugin you wish. You can also remove plugins by removing the plugin files inside of the project or the Engine Plugins folder. If you have any questions, please read our FAQ page listed in the video description. You should be able to find most answers there. You can also contact us directly using the contact form on the website, also linked in the video description. Our goal is to make your discovery, purchase, and usability of our products as smooth as possible, so feel free to let us know if there's anything we can do to improve your experience. And thank you very much for watching.